I can't even remember how it kept going, but eventually Seb asked if I would mentor him in the growth of his business and some other businesses. And now we have a standing call every 2 weeks. And, it's always a joy. He says that I'm mentoring him, but he honestly is, just spreading his contagious joy. And it's so value packed for me just having the conversation with somebody who is relentlessly pursuing excellence the way that he does. I just got off my episode with Seb, or Sebastian Perez, as it's probably listed in those show notes. But there was just so much there that I wanted to unpack a little bit further with you guys and share how Seb and I came to know each other and work together, and eventually him start taking on some of my coaching clients and really digging deep and pouring into them. As I'm sure you could tell in the heart of that episode of his just dedication to helping other people become the best versions of themselves, which is something that I so admire from him. And so how Seb and I met was actually on Instagram. Oddly enough, he sent me a DM. It was several years ago at this point, and was like, "Hey, we have this mutual connection. Would love to set up a time to just hop on a call and, see what you do, see what I do, see if we can ever help each other out." And that call, it was like just a cold coffee meetup, and it was like, "Hey, well, I do this, are you doing this and that?" And like just both of us pouring out so much knowledge, no gatekeeping, just never met him before. He had never met me, but just this like mutual commitment to pay it forward, which in this industry, there's a lot of gatekeeping. And it was just one of those instant connections. We vibed really well. He was doing a lot more. He was doing arbitrage and co-hosting, and that was something that I was wanting to do more of in my business because I had primarily focused on owning. But we just had quite a bit of overlap in what we did and what he was doing and what I was doing. It was a beautiful start to a friendship. And I just think that that is one of the key factors of success in the short-term rental space or in any business is surrounding yourself with people who are doing what you're doing and also further along in your journey. It is make or break for so many people. I chat with clients all the time in my coaching program, and it breaks my heart for them because I know, because they share, that nobody in their direct community is rooting for them. They're hearing, "This is never going to work. Why are you pursuing yet another like quote get rich quick scheme, which isn't true, or this is just a pipe dream." All the things that I heard when we were just getting started of, "You got a good thing going, like why rock the boat?" And it's because misery loves company. And at the end of the day, when you're looking for an excuse, like any excuse will do. And I could not be more proud of the people who stick up for themselves and say, "You know what? I'm going to change the people in my room. I'm going to change the people that I'm listening to. I'm going to surround myself with people who are already doing what I'm doing and have achieved what I hope to achieve." Because at the end of the day, you can control the people in your circle and the people supporting you. And that was just one of the things that I loved about Seb from very first meeting, is that neither one of us had an ego attached to what we were doing. We just wanted to genuinely see the stranger on the other side of the screen succeed. And that's how I knew that I wanted him to be able to pour into the folks that had trusted me with their short-term rental journey. And so I can't even remember how it kept going, but eventually Seb asked if I would mentor him in the growth of his business and some other businesses. And now we have a standing call every 2 weeks. And, we're just, it's always a joy. He says that I'm mentoring him, but he honestly is, just spreading his contagious joy. And it's so value packed for me just having the conversation with somebody who is relentlessly pursuing excellence the way that he does. And if you're ever looking for a great book recommendation, follow Seb's Instagram. He does a daily quote. It's just the mindset work that he has done in and for himself is just absolutely incredible and always encourages me to take that next step further. If you guys want more episodes on mindset stuff, go back to episode number 1 with Amy Pierce. She's my mindset coach, but it's it's always a joy to be able to have a conversation with Seb, talking through those things. So, a couple of my other favorite topics that I kind of alluded to in Seb's episode was the concept in the book of who not how. And that is something that I'm constantly trying to get into Seb's brain of yes, you can do it all, but should you? And it's been a really solid lesson for me in my entrepreneurial journey to get to that thinking about who can help me solve this problem, not how do I solve this problem, getting there faster. And he made the comment of maybe some people don't struggle with this. And I think everybody does to a certain extent. It's just how fast do you get broken to the point where you start adapting a new way of thinking. Thankfully, I came to that way of thinking of who, not how a little bit sooner than I think most people do. And I have just an incredible team around me. And I'm thankful that Seb is one of those who people that really pours into our students on arbitrage and co-hosting and business credit. But what I want to challenge you guys with is thinking about who can help you solve a problem, not how you can teach yourself how to DIY it or just struggle or suffer in silence on your own, trying to figure out the how. Who can help you achieve those results in your life the fastest? And I'm not even talking about just short-term rentals. I'm talking about even things at home. If you are wanting to, spend more time with your kids or make that time to work out so that you can keep those commitments to yourself and build that confidence in yourself and fake it till you feel it, like Seb and I were talking about, there are ways to outsource things and choose to create the life that you want to live. That's one of the big things here. And I want to challenge you to one, read the book, Who Not How. I am going to put it in the show notes. But also think through in your life different ways to apply it. So what that looks like for me, people ask me, how do you do it all? And I'm like, I don't do it all, folks. And I haven't for a very long time. And I outsource a lot of things at my house. I do not clean, I do not do laundry because the amount that I pay somebody is less than what I would make hourly working, but also time that I am taking away from my kids. And so I would so much rather be able to spend the time that I would be doing laundry, pouring into my business or pouring into my kids. And so figure out how to outsource those things at home. Think about who, not how, in your life, your home, your business. And I promise you, you'll start to feel a little bit more creative. You'll start to create that space in your life to do the things that are important, that are honoring your greater why. And if you need some help with that, guys, you know where to find me or find Amy or find Seb on social media. But I can't stress enough how important doing the work is to find your why and commit yourself to that pursuit of excellence for whatever that why is.